Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Victoria and today we have a beautiful pick a card reading coming through messages from our passed on loved ones. So no matter when this loved one of yours passed on, they are probably there watching over you and they want to send you a message. So keep an open mind also about who it might be. You might think it's one person, but it might end up being a completely other person. And also, it might also be a message from a pet that you felt very connected to and now is with you in spirit. So again, keep an open mind about it. I feel like when you hear the message, you will kind of know who it's from. And when you feel the energy that's coming through. So yeah, I really hope these are gonna be amazing. And I have a feeling they are. So yes, let's introduce the groups. Today we're picking with different kind of things. So group number 1 has this pin with 3 flowers. Group number 2 has these earrings. Let me try to show them off. Group 3 has this clam, seashell. And group 4 has this ring that I use sometimes for videos, but now I really felt like it wanted to be used in this video, but in another way. So yeah, these are the groups. Take your time, see which one draws you in the most, and there can be several that are drawing you in, and there might be a message for you in each one. So see what resonates with you, see how you're feeling, and yeah, be open to receiving these messages. And I also want to remind everyone that items hold an energy a lot of times. We, probably accidentally leave our energy in some items, and that means that a lot of times items that are left over from your deceased loved ones might hold some kind of energy. So if you feel very drawn to them sometimes, then that's probably because of that. Either they're trying to send you some kind of message, remind you that they're there for you, or maybe you're missing their energy, and that's a way that you can connect with it. Anyway, take your time, and I hope everyone will enjoy this. I hope you will find it helpful. And yeah, I'll see you in your groups. Hello, group 1. You guys picked this pin with the 3 flowers, and the card that you got is the Peony Fairy. Fitting that it's the flower here. And the message with it is, you're dizzy from changing direction so many times. Do not look back with regret, but look forward with anticipation and joy. So, group number 1, your loved ones really want to tell you that, I don't know why I'm saying loved ones. Maybe it's several loved ones that are coming through to send you guys a message. I'm really feeling that. It's not just one. And they really want you to focus on the present and the future, just anything but the past. And if it was recent that you lost someone, I really feel like what they want to tell you is not to worry about them and not to dwell on the past, because they want to see you moving forward. They want to see you doing the best you can and living your best life. They want to see you happy. They don't want to see you looking back, regretting things. They don't want to see you looking back and being sad about things. They want to see you happy. And they want to see you look forward to things. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Let's see what other cards came through. These messages are quite small, quite quick, so we will dive into the tarot cards now. We have the Star, the Emperor, the Tower, okay, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. So 5 cards, and 4 of them are Major Arcana cards, which is quite unusual. So I really feel like this is a very strong message. Like I said, I'm feeling that it's several energies coming through, collectively wanting to send you this message. So this means that this is a very important time for you, and this is a very important message to you. So listen closely and try to think about whether maybe you should do some of these things, that this advice that they're giving you. So with the Star, the Emperor, it really feels like they're really urging you to change, to make a change. Part of the change is to look for happiness, to look forward. Whew, there's a lot of energy coming through. And a lot of information too. So I feel like part of it is that you need to start making choices that you're proud of. Because if you're looking back with regret and thinking, I could have done that, I really regret doing that, I wish I would have done that, then start doing things that you want to do. Even if they feel impossible, they're only impossible because you think it's impossible. For example, someone told me the other day that it's impossible for them to find a partner without a dating app. And I just said, if you believe that, then it will be impossible for you because you believe that. But if you believe that it's not, then you'll find someone. It sounds so easy, that it's just our beliefs, but it is how it works. And you'll know when you start changing your beliefs. And, it's not, I feel like I can definitely say that has happened to me. And I know others who this has happened to as well. So it's not just something people say to others. It's actually something that works. And maybe you've experienced it too. And you know that. But maybe these beliefs that you're having now that are limiting you in some type of way are really hard ones to get rid of. But I really feel like they are telling you that you need to have more faith. You need to focus on having fun. You need to focus on enjoying life. You need to focus on being, taking control of your life. Taking control in a way of not allowing others to make choices for you. Because I feel like part of the regrets that you have and part of the things that you're sad about is maybe things that either other people made choices for you, or the decisions for you, or you feel like you were so affected by someone that they, for example, ruined your day, ruined your career, ruined your life. Whenever you start saying that it was someone else's fault, falling into a victim mentality, that's when you're not living, you're not the king, I guess, the emperor of your life. You need to realize that you are the emperor and really embody that energy, really embody that, and start making changes that are good for you. Start making changes that are based on what you love, based on what you like, because it feels like your loved ones are telling me that you're not really doing what you love. You might think that you are, or you think you feel safe, you think you feel okay, but then you'll regret it if you move on forward doing what you're doing now. And it really feels like whatever this change will be that you should make, I feel like you guys know what this is. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly what you want to do. You just have to make that change. You have to make that transition. And it's so hard. It's so hard sometimes because it's the internal change that needs to come first. Like I said, changing the beliefs, changing the everything in the internal. And after that come the changes in your life. And you'll start noticing that there's people you don't resonate with anymore. Your friends, you don't really like hanging out with them anymore. And you're wondering, why does this person keep annoying me? Well, it's because you're starting to shift, or your job starts annoying you too, because it's not right for you. And it really feels like the more you keep going and making these shifts, not only will you be so much happier when you focus on you and what you love, but you'll also become more stable and abundant. And if that is something that you are craving, and that's why you're staying where you are right now, know that that's not what will bring you true stability and abundance. True stability and abundance comes from within. There's people out there who have, to you might seem like they have zero stability. Maybe they seem very poor to you. And you're thinking, how are they happy? How are they still going on with life? How are they doing all these things and, just enjoying life? It's because on an internal level, they are abundant. They feel abundant. They feel happy. They're doing what they love. They are focusing on the good things. So try to do that for yourself and see how you will get to a better place. But again, this big shift does need to happen, and this big shift will, to some of you, feel like a big literally building on fire, crashing down. Everything is burning down. Everything is changing. And that's completely normal, because we live a certain way and we get friends that are also living that way, or in a similar frequency. Let's say we have a job that's the similar frequency. Our place that we're living in is the neighborhood, everything, even the food we eat is a similar frequency. So we keep bringing the same energy to ourselves. Well, then when we start changing internally, that's when the things start shifting. We start changing. We want to eat different. We want to live in a different place. We want to communicate with different people. We want to work a different thing. We want to spend our time doing something different. It's not even just about working. It's about how you spend your time. Are you spending your time doing something that you feel you love, that you feel brings you joy, or that you feel brings you fulfillment of some kind? Do you feel like in some kind of way you're bettering yourself or society? Or do you feel like, well, this thing is kind of harmful sometimes, or it's not really that positive to anyone, but I still have to do it so that I can be stable? But you're not going to be stable like that. True stability, again, comes from within. And when you start making the changes, you'll find that you'll feel much more abundant and much more stable, and things will start gravitating towards you. More abundance, more stability, maybe different friends. We also have wayward path here. Paths. So this card is coming through again to talk about the time that you spend. Are you spending your time doing things that are good for you, are positive to you, are positive to others? Are you spending your time? I want to focus on you, not on anyone else. Now let's think about you. What you're spending your time on. Does it benefit you? Is it positively, fully affecting you? Is it something you love 100%? Are the people you're around positive influences to your life? Look at everything even the things that you're watching, the videos that you're watching, even things that you listen to, things that you read, articles that you read. It doesn't matter if it's like a random thing that pops up on your timeline and you accidentally read it. It's still, you're reading it. You can scroll past it. You don't have to stay and read it. What are you focusing on? Even every second counts. Everything that you see counts towards how your life is built, how your world is built. So make sure that what you're spending your time on is not just something that's trying to distract you. Are you spending your time a lot on distractions and not on the things that maybe you should be doing? And yeah, I don't know, really think about it. Sometimes we might spend a bit too much time on something that we might feel like even we love. Like, for example, either watching movies or series or playing games, for example. We might spend a bit too much time on something that, yeah, it makes us happy at the time, but ultimately, is this fully positive for us, or should we allocate a bit more time towards something else and spend a bit less time on this thing that we're having fun with so that we still have fun? You know, it's important to have fun, but again, is it positively impacting your life? And even that, the movies that you choose to watch and if you play games, the games that you choose to play, are they positively affecting your life, and in what way? Because there's like, for example, movies that have messages in them that are so profound and beautiful, and then there's other ones that are just drama and like stupid and, you know, just bring down your vibe, your energy. So again, check yourself with the distractions. What is distracting you? Or yeah, even on social media, are things distracting you? Are you using too much social media? Check yourself. That is the big message here from your loved ones. I feel like they really want to give you like a talk, like, come on, it's time to get yourself together. You've been sad, you've been, you know, a bit depressed or anxious or a bit low for so long. You need to start making a change, because if you don't, you're just gonna keep going in the same cycle. And we want to see you happy, we want to see you thrive. We have the return here and the Holy Grail. So let's look at these. A new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. So again, I really feel like this tower moment here, it will bring a change. You are looking out. If you guys are looking back, you're failing to see the options in front of you that are in front of you. So if you keep looking back, you can't see what's in front of you, and you can't see that there's a shift that's coming for you, or there's an opportunity for you. So look forward, look at what's in front of you, see the opportunity there, and take it. You decide what way to take your life now. You can stay where you are right now, or you can start shifting even more. You can start making bigger changes to your life. Changes that are probably going to be hard. I really feel like they're telling me that this is not going to be easy for you. You know, it's not that, I don't know if it will be particularly like, it just feels like it's something that you have an attachment to, and you'll struggle so much to detach yourself, because you're in a way so used to this thing, these people, or whatever this is. But you really need to detach and find the more happiness. Find something that will help you grow more. And the other parts of you, the other pieces of you, it's all coming together. It will come together once you start making the shift. Again, you'll find that you feel more stable, more abundant, happier. The Holy Grail here as well. Stop the endless search, inner quest. So look on the inside. Again, from the beginning, we've been talking about beliefs. Look at your beliefs. Look at what you tell yourself, what you think about, what you think about others as well. Do you judge others sometimes? Even if it's judging them for being quote unquote stupid about something. Do you do that? That means you're judging yourself too. Just really dive into what your whole thought process is, because there's a lot of shifts that are going to occur there. And in a few months, I feel like you'll look back and you'll think, oh my God, I was so different back then. And yeah, you were, and you will be. And I also feel like if you don't know what you should move forward to, again, it's an inner quest. You know, it's inside you. You know what you're passionate about. You know what you love. So find it. You can do it. We have a wait here. It's not time. Things are not are being woven. This card, I feel like it's not here to tell you to wait exactly. So I feel like it's telling you that you've been waiting too much, and that you've been waiting for something to happen to you, but you're the one who's supposed to start making the changes. So again, starting with the internal change. And you need to be patient about things. Things are not just gonna suddenly, you sit down, you meditate, you feel like, oh yeah, I did the internal work, one day was enough. And then everything falls in place. No, it takes time. Things, need time to be woven. So you need to be patient, and you need to keep working on yourself. Keep working on that, all the internal stuff that you need to work on, honestly. So patience and doing things, working on yourself, on your inner self. It's so important, and a lot of times most people just ignore it and say, oh, I can do that tomorrow, or I can do that another day. Another part that I'm being told is that some of you might want to do some kind of cleanse, some kind of meditation to cut cords, to clear your energy, and that will really help you as well. And if you have unhealthy attachments, of course, cutting cords with all of that will really help you. And doing it several times, not just doing it once and thinking, oh, it's done, isn't it? No, you have to do it several times, especially when it's something you're super attached to. Keep doing that and you'll get there. But again, it takes time. You need to wait. You can't just expect everything to come instantly to you. We also have listen to your heart, awaken your psychic abilities, and tune into the infinite. That is really interesting. I feel like part of that, why this is coming through, is to tell you that you can communicate with them yourself. You can feel them yourself. You maybe do sometimes, but you can do it even more now. So if you wanted to communicate with them, if you wanted to get advice straight from them, not, through me, for example, or someone else, you can do that. And there's some kind of they're telling me something about trying to do a ritual, trying to get some of their items, and maybe lighting some candles, or doing something special for you, and trying to connect with them then, and getting the messages from them, straight from them. I also feel like awakening your psychic abilities, that would just come naturally once you start following your heart, I guess. But I feel like that's part of your path and your mission. So maybe it's something that you need to work on, or maybe it's something that will just naturally come to you and you'll notice it and be like, whoa. The last card I have here for you is Fairy Revels. Your life can be joyful if you allow your faith to open the doors that will make this happen. Remove the barrier and everything will be clear. Exactly. Your life can be joyful if you let it. Have faith. Have faith. Look forward. Expect good things. If you're not expecting good things will not come. Or sometimes they can, but you're not really helping yourself by not believing. Believe, have faith that everything will be okay, everything will work out, as long as you're trusting and following your guidance, your instincts, your intuition. Remove this barrier. There's a barrier and it needs to break down. And the barrier, part of why it's there, it's because of your attachment to the past, your attachment to the old things. So I think for a lot of you, it might be some kind of person, maybe a friend or a loved one, someone. I feel like you're attached to this person, these people, or and they're really not bringing anything positive to your life. It doesn't mean you have to completely cut them off, but really consider spending less time with them. You might feel more lonely, but loneliness is not bad. I feel like you need more alone time, to be honest, to figure stuff about yourself out. So yeah, that is the last card I have for you, group 1. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this was helpful. I feel like this was like a pep talk or something, or like, we need to talk. But yeah, I see so much positivity in your message and everything that can happen to you. You just need to allow this to happen. You need to choose this path. If you choose this, you can get all of this good stuff, but you need to make change, great change, and make an effort towards that. Anyway, group 1, I love you. I hope that, again, you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. If there's any kind of topic that you'd like me to cover or something like that, also let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, group 2. You guys picked the earrings. I love these earrings, by the way. I'm glad that you picked them. You guys got Doorway to Fairyland. Imagination is the key that will open doors and show you the way. So, your loved ones want you to remember that part of yourself, the imaginative part, the creative part, that part of you that can create worlds just with your mind, just by thinking it up. You create something. You create your own story. You create your own whatever you like to create, actually. They want you to focus on that more playful side, on that side of you, that more childlike side that you were when you were younger, where everything seemed limitless. The world seemed like, you know, what's that saying? The world is your oyster. So yeah, I feel like they really want you to tap into that again, to that inner child, so that you let it out and play more, have fun more, but not just have fun, but use your imagination. Use it because it will help you in so many different ways. Let's check out the tarot cards before we talk more about this. So we have the Devil, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and Six of Wands and Three of Cups. That is quite interesting. Okay, so I just want us to look at this Four of Wands card. I really feel like it's such a cute card, and it feels like this is your loved ones, your passed on loved ones, and they're looking at you, and I don't know, they're I don't want to say they're waiting for you, but it really feels like there's a feeling of joy, wanting to help you feel the joy. They're all gathering together for you so that they can help you feel joy. I feel like they've come here to tell us, I guess, me, so that I can tell you, that you need to party. You need to have fun. Not necessarily party like, go out and start partying, but you need to have more fun. You need to enjoy. And I feel like part of it is through meeting people. You need to meet people. You need to allow yourself to be seen by others. You need to enjoy. I don't know. I really feel like let yourself have fun. Let yourself go. If you're someone who's very strict and serious, let go of all of that. And I really feel like with the Devil here, there's something like this holding you back. It feels like something that you're doing is feeling like a chore. Something that you're doing is making you more stale. It's reminding me of, I don't know if you've heard, but I think cornflakes were made, the guy who made them, he made them because he wanted to, I think, somehow reduce the male need for sex or something like that. To make them think less about it, to make them more. I don't think it's to make them impotent. It was not that. It was just to think less about it, to be more bland, boring, something like that. I don't know why that's coming through, but it really feels like what you're doing right now is kind of making you that, making you bland, making you boring, making you. And it's not making just you boring, it's making you bored, it's making you really detached as well. The feeling I'm getting is, you know how with today's world and society, we have all these things. We have work, then you have to do shopping, you have to do chores, you have to pay your taxes, you have to go and pay this, pay that, you have to do this, do that, all kind of boring stuff that no one really wants to do most of the times. And all of these things, and then we have the distractions as well, the food that's actually full with chemicals, even the water too, the entertainment that's all there to distract us. I feel like all of this, you're so absorbed in it in some type of way that it's taking you away from the reality, from the truth, from the connection with Earth and the connection with yourself. So it feels like you've lost the love, you've lost your creativity and your imagination because you are so indoctrinated into the machine. It kind of reminds me of like an artist when they start working in like a bigger company, for example. At first they have all these ideas and imagination is flowing, and then you realize, oh shit, it's not actually that creative here. People are telling me you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, you're in this position, so you can't really do much. All you have to do is fix these things. So it takes all of the creativity out of everything. There's no creativity there in the big companies. Sorry to burst anyone's bubble, but it's rare. It's rare for that to be a thing. Because there's just so much work and everyone is forced to work so much. You need to do this much in this many hours, which is sometimes impossible. So it's like a big machine. They're building a machine and you're part of the machine. And because you're part of the machine, that is taking the creativity, the love out of you, the imagination. So what your passed on loved ones want to tell you is that it's time to get out of that mindset. You don't specifically need to, if you're working, for example, in some kind of company like that, you don't specifically need to leave it, but you need to start going back to that imaginative part, that part that's creative and that feels like you can do anything and like you can create whatever you want. And I can see that doing that and giving yourself love, it really feels like, look at these little birds. It feels like that's them and they're here like watering you and being like, it's okay, let's do this and this. I'm giving you this beautiful energy. I'm trying to, send you this beautiful energy so that you can be confident. You can be as creative as you want to be. You can be what you want to be. So the more you yourself also get into that mindset and keep telling yourself that, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're creative, you can do anything. Keep telling yourself that. Get into that mindset and love yourself. Show yourself the love. Other people will see that too. You will notice that it's not just you that's gonna notice that you've changed and that maybe you emit a different type of energy, that you're more fun, that you're more it feels like people will want to hang out with you more. People will want to be with you more. People will want to be around you and work with you. And you'll have a lot of fun because of that. I really feel like it's like stepping out of your shell. You've been put into the shell because of the way the world works right now. This doesn't even have to do about doesn't have to do with work, but it could even be about friends. Maybe you're someone who a lot of people seem to find boring. Like they like to talk when you're together, but you don't get to talk much, or you're never their first choice about who to meet, and maybe you don't have many friends, but they're telling you. Part of it is because you don't love yourself. Part of it is because you're not being yourself fully, and you're not letting yourself fully open up and shine the light that's really inside you. So let that light that's really in you shine brightly. Don't let it be dimmed by the distractions and by whatever attachments you have, or by the current the world, I guess. Let yourself be you. Have fun. And find the people who will have fun with you, who want to have fun with you, because they are out there. If you haven't found them yet, you will find them, and you'll love them, and you'll have so much fun together. Maybe you're going to create stuff together, and just make a better world by doing that. Whew. We also have lighting your path here. So with this, I feel like what they're trying to tell you is that you're definitely not alone, especially when you decide to be on the path of light, when you're looking for light, when you're looking for good things, when you're looking for happiness. You are not alone. They're always there with you. They're always guiding you. They love you so much. That's why they're guiding you. They want you to succeed. They want you to have fun. They want you to create. So they're there to guide you. And I really feel like what they're saying is the path that is the one towards the light, it might not be the easiest one to take. It might not be as easy to go on it, but you can do that. Once you start just taking one step at a time, slowly the light will become stronger and stronger and stronger. Right now, you might not be seeing any. You might just be seeing darkness. But you're not lost. Darkness is not, it doesn't mean that there's no light. Oh, I'm forgetting the word, but it's not an absence of light, darkness. It's more of like the absorption of light. So you can find that light. You can even create it yourself. You don't even need to find it. Create it. It's inside you. You don't even need to create it. Let yourself be the light you need. Let yourself be the light for others too. I can feel that very strongly, that you are and you're going to be a light for others. So remember that. And I really feel like one thing they want to say is that you need to be responsible with your choices, with what you say, what you do, because you're going to be watched by a lot of people. You're going to be a lot of people's role model, and you want to, lead them well, don't you? And you want to enjoy your life too, don't you? Ooh, we also have star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission and activation. So all of this light, feels like a lot of light is coming through. A lot of energy is coming through. Like I said, they're sending you, and they're going to send you soon. A lot of energy. Activate a lot of parts of you. I feel like they're going to activate a part of you that's going to allow you to leave this, whatever this devil is for you, and to go towards to being more open, more social, more center stage, to open up that part of you. It's like it was locked away. Now it will be unlocked, and you'll be able to embody that fully. So that's really interesting, group 2. Oh, such an interesting message from your loved ones. Hope that you're enjoying it, by the way, and let me know in the comments if you are. We also have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally, and Spirit has your back. Yes, all of these spirits of your loved ones, they have your back. It's not just one. I am feeling definitely several. And it feels like even ancestors are watching over you because you have a big mission. And I feel like you, with your mission, are helping them a lot too, clearing a lot of things from them and their lives. Expecting miracles. Again, going back to that first card, Doorway to Fairyland. Imagination is key. If you don't believe in this fairyland, for example, then how are you ever going to experience it, see it, or feel it? You have to believe, you have to know that this exists, that this is real. And the way you do that is with more imagination, because these things are not things that we can see. Our senses have been dulled down, kind of like with the cornflakes. We've been dulled down to not feel, to not see, to not even express. But now is the time to open that up, express, feel, see, hear, taste, and believe. And expect miracles. Know that miracles, don't expect actually, know that miracles are coming. Just know they are coming towards you. And you're supported through all of this time. So don't be scared. We have also soul expansion here. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Yeah, it really feels like once you start getting more of these activations, getting more of this, it really feels like you will understand more. If there's things right now that you don't understand, you will in the future. If there's concepts that you're hearing about sometimes and you either feel like maybe that's not true, maybe that's not real, I'm doubting a bit, or I just don't understand it, I think you will start understanding it very soon. That's because your imagination, with your imagination, you expand yourself. The universe is all an imagination. Literally. Dreams, imagination. This place, all imagined. So the more you train your imagination, the more your imagination expands, the more your mind expands, the more everything in your world expands. You expand and attract better and better things. It's just a beautiful chain reaction, really. We also have the Mystic Rose. Oh, so something that you are also expanding towards is having more compassion towards others. If you felt you struggled to create long-lasting relationships, friendships, or just connections, if you feel like others are hard to connect to, maybe they're not the right, yes, they're probably not the right people for you, yes, but part of it is because you also were not there yet. You were not fully open to them as well. So of course they weren't open to you. So I really feel like once all of this chain reaction starts going, you will find yourself being way nicer of a person, way more compassionate, way more thoughtful and understanding towards humans and towards everything that everyone does. Like someone tells you, oh, this person did this awful thing, and you're like, really? I kind of, yeah, I understand. I don't think it's a nice thing. I wouldn't do it, but I understand why they did that. And that's the having that understanding, that compassion, that, just feeling others. I feel like you have a very, even though you're supposed to tap into your more childlike self here, I really feel like you have a very divine mother energy in you that really wants to come through. And this is what you'll be working on now. This is what's really gonna open everything. It's like a whole box is gonna open with all kinds of new stuff. So look forward to all of that and allow it to open. Allow yourself to be led as well. Allow yourself to be guided to where you should go. We also have Spring Song. This is the last card I have for you, Group 2. Now is the time to start your life development plan. If you're not sure, just ask the angels for guidance or your loved ones. Don't worry. Whatever, even if you're not sure what the heck you're gonna do with your life, what is gonna happen, everything will be okay. Just follow your heart and use that imagination. Use it to create things that you love, things that make you happy, things that bring light. Group 2, I really hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if you did. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. Anyway, I really hope you guys have a great day. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, Group 3. You guys picked this clamshell, and you got the Wisteria Fairy card with it. So, unleash the power within you to make changes. Ask to be given the advice that will allow you to grow. Ooh, what a strong first card and first message. And I really feel like this one just speaks for itself. There's also something about the Wisteria plant itself. There's a bit of a mystery in it. I don't know if you guys are feeling like, you are more of a mysterious person, or you feel like your future is mysterious. Like you don't know what's gonna happen at all. I feel like there's a reason for that. And it's really interesting that this card is coming through as first as well. Ask to be given the wisdom that will allow you to grow. So you might be feeling like you need to grow, you want to grow, but you don't know how. All you need to do is ask, and somehow the knowledge will come to you. Somehow you will be told, and it's not going to happen instantly. It will take some time, and it will take some awareness from you as well. You need to be aware, you need to listen. If you don't listen and you're not aware, then you're not going to get the message. It's going to be sent to you, but you're not going to understand it, or you won't see it. And it's interesting also that it's talking about changes, making changes. So either some kind of change has already come to your life, or it's time for you to start making big changes. Let's see what tarot cards we got here as well, so we can get to know more of this message from your loved ones. We have the Hangman, the Hermit, the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So yes, with the Hanged Man and the Hermit, I can definitely see that, yes, a change is due. But again, it's a change that I really feel like it's about you diving into the mystery of things and going on this journey, even if you don't know what's going to happen. And adapting a different lifestyle, adapting a different mindset, seeing things differently, not sticking to the way that you've always done things or the way that you've always thought about things. It's time to turn all of that around and really see the world in a completely different perspective. See your life in a different perspective. If something bad has recently happened to you, it might feel awful, like the end of the world has come for you. But ultimately, you might realize that this has actually happened for the best, For example, someone might get fired from their job out of nowhere, and then in a few days, a few weeks, maybe a few months for some people, you might find your dream job, and not just dream job, but the job that you exactly need, something that would be so good for you that you would never have even known that you would receive it. I don't know. It feels like there is something out there for you that you need to go towards, but it is something that is so different from what you're expecting right now that you cannot receive it before changing your mindset, before going on an inner journey, an inner journey of growth, and leaving behind whatever needs to be left behind, whatever you're not gonna need in the future and in this new place that you're going to. Some of you might literally feel like you need to move. And if you feel like you need to move or you need to travel, then follow those instincts. But don't use that as a way to escape. Use it if it's a way to learn and to grow. But don't use it so you can escape your problems, so you can escape the sadness. And I really feel like there is a lot of sadness there. There's a lot of sadness that will come in the future too because of this changed perspective. I feel like it's one of those moments when you start realizing things and becoming more sensitive in terms of feeling the world and the pain of the world, and you realize, oh my God, all of these bad things are happening. I just can't believe it. And you get into that phase, but that sadness has always been there. You just never realized it. I feel like all the pain that everyone on the planet feels and the whole planet itself feels, we feel it too. We just don't realize. It's there inside us. We just don't realize. And there's nothing wrong with feeling sad sometimes, but it's not something that you need to keep. I really feel like it's something that is there for you to grow from. So you are attracting sadness so that you can grow. So from the sadness is when you grow. And from leaving behind whatever is causing sadness and leaving behind whatever is not for you anymore is where you will find true happiness and abundance. I don't know why, but I'm getting this feeling like, again, there's something out there for you, but it's so not what you would expect. Like, for example, imagine if this dear lady was an office worker, for example, and she was, living the usual life, 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, whatever. And she never imagined herself owning a bakery, for example. She always thought that she's there to climb the ladder, get more money, blah, blah, blah. But then that time comes when she feels so sad, so depressed, and it just all becomes too much. So she's forced into changing everything to start a whole journey where she needs to find herself. She needs to find what she really wants to do. She needs to find who she really wants to be. And she realizes, I really like baking. And I really like, working with people, providing for people, making them happy. So I'm going to open a bakery. And that is what really brings her that satisfaction, the abundance, the joy. So it really feels like your journey might not be as big as hers, yes, but it's still some kind of journey like that, where it's time to leave behind the old and find the new that will be better for you, that will be right for you. It's like right now, the place where you are, the things that you're doing, something there in your life is something that feels comfortable maybe for you, but it's not what you need to be doing. It's not the best for you. It's not what you need. What you need is something else, and you need to find what it is. Again, going on this journey. I don't know why I keep getting this message of like traveling to like India or some place around there. It doesn't have to be India specifically, but you know how people go on those journeys around there to find themselves. So if you feel called to do that, maybe there's a reason for that. Yeah, I really feel like there's a definite big journey, at least internal journey for you to partake on. And it's not going to be the easiest, but I think it is exciting and it will light you up. Look at the light. Not only, first you find the light in your head, then you use that light to guide you. So the light comes through in your head, in your mind, then it guides you. So the intuition guides you, and you allow that to guide you. Imagine that, he's being guided when he puts the lantern, for example, in the north. It doesn't light up, but in the south it lights up. That means he has to go to the south. And I feel like that's kind of how it's going to happen for you, where there will be signs that are constantly telling you if you're on the right path, if you're on the right track, and you just need to pay attention, you need to listen, you need to be open to receiving these signs so that you can figure out where to go and how to do things and what is for you and what isn't. We also have crying out here. This is a hard one. I really feel like this one is here to tell you whatever sadness that you're feeling, let it out, cry it out. If someone, when you were growing up, was telling you stop crying, don't cry, it's okay, you don't need to cry, release that from your mind. If you feel like you want to cry, if you feel the sadness, let it out. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. It's there for a reason. Sometimes we just gotta feel it. Once you're done feeling it, you feel refreshed. Don't you feel refreshed after you cry? I know that I do. It's like a weight has been lifted off of me and my shoulders. So let whatever needs to come out, and don't grieve too much for whatever you've lost. You might be grieving right now for these loved ones, and the message they want me to relay now is that they're there. You don't need to be sad for them because they're there with you always. And yes, you might not notice them right now, but if you open yourself, if you grow, you will start noticing them and their presence way more. And you'll start realizing that, yeah, they really are always there. They really are always helping. And let's also talk about grieving other things that we might lose, like losing a friend, not them actually being deceased, but just not being friends anymore, for example, or losing a job, losing a house. Again, there's always a reason that we lose things. And once you lose something, another thing needs to come. That's just the law of the universe. So you lose one friend, then you find others. You lose a house, but then suddenly a way better one comes up. Or you get to live with someone, or in a whole different place, or it finally pushes you towards traveling the world like you always wanted to. So again, there's always a reason for it. Don't stay too much in the mindset of, oh, I've lost this thing. Oh, it's gone. I lost. Yes, cry it out, but then release it. Don't stick with it, because it will only make you more sad. It will only bring you down more and more. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. So again, with the 9 of Pentacles, again, we have a card that is talking about abundance, receiving, and looking at your desires. I really feel like they want me to tell you to look at your desires. What do you desire right now? And is it really what you need? There are some people out there that, they want a brand new shiny car, like a brand new shiny phone, like the newest iPhone model. Oh my God. And then what if they get it? What happens? Nothing. Their life doesn't change that much because the phone is pretty much almost the same as the previous ones. So what was the point of, spending all of that, let's say, I guess, money and energy to get that phone? No point. You could have used that to do something else that would be better for you. So look at your desires, look at why do you actually want it? If you're like, oh, I want money. Well, why do you want money? Do you want to be stable and secure? Having money doesn't make you stable and secure. You could talk to a lot of people who you might deem rich, and they might tell you that they also feel not stable and not fully secure. So yeah, it's all about that internal feeling, and about looking at your desires and trying to start attract things that you really need, and things that will be really positive in your life. And again, it's like that light. It will guide you to the things that you need. So it's not like, it's like you are attracted to that thing. It's not just that thing being attracted to you. It's you going towards it. It's already there, existing for you, ready for you. You just need to be guided towards it and be attracted. And, something I heard yesterday was like a flower, for example. The flower grows and becomes whatever color it wants to be. It doesn't ask the gardener, oh, what color do you think I should be? So don't ask anyone else what they think you should do. Don't base your desires on what others think and what others want. Base them on what you want and what really will make your life better. Because you are the flower. You don't need to be asking anyone else what you should be. Just grow and become what you want to be. Again, what do you want to be? Oh my God, open to abundance. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. Believe you deserve. I mean, that's a problem for a lot of people. They don't believe they deserve. Do you believe that you deserve this thing that you want? Do you really? Or have you been in the belief set that, money is hard to make, for example? If we're talking about money here, that's an easy one to talk about, I guess. Are you believing that, money is hard to make for people like me, and it's something that not many people can get that easily? Well, if that's your belief, then you're never gonna get more. And if you're in the mindset of I want, then you'll always be wanting. Yes, you might receive some money, but you'll always be in the mindset of wanting, and it's always going to be in the future. That's why you need to be in the mindset of I am abundant, I am stable, I am happy. And abundance, again, abundance is not having and accumulating stuff. It's about knowing that when you give out something, you will receive something at some point. Whatever you need, it will just come to you. That's abundance, being in an abundance mindset, knowing that it will come. No matter what happens, it will come. If you need to go to a particular place to travel, money will come somehow, in some way. So, yeah. Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So you're learning a lot right now. And you will be learning a lot in the future too. And your loved ones really, really want you to really focus on what you love. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Figure that out. Don't do something that you're doing it just because people told you that you should, or that you're good at. Do what you love, even if you're bad at it. You'll get good eventually. No one started out, perfect. So follow your own heart and Go where you want to go and don't regret where you go to. Make your choices and stick with them. We also have portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards and wild cards. So yeah, again, doors are opening for you. So I really feel like opportunities will start coming so that you can change, so that you can learn, so that you can acquire that what you need. So take it as an opportunity. Again, if you lose something, take it as an opportunity to gain something else. Or take it as a sign that you will gain something else. Like if something bad happens to you, if a bird poops on you, here at least that means money. You're gonna receive money. And funny enough, every time that a bird has pooped on me, I've received money after. Maybe it's because I have that belief in me, so it's so strong that it just happens. But yeah, it really feels like changing what you think about things as well. Again, changing your mindset about things. Don't see bad things as bad. See them as signs for future good things to come or as opportunities. Know that whatever is for the best for you is happening to you. All you need to do is trust yourself, follow your own guidance. Again, your own guidance, personal guidance. You know what's best for you. You know what you love. Get out of your shell and allow yourself to sing out loud with the music of the day. Fairy Godmother is the last card I have here for you today. Group number 3. And it literally speaks for itself. Oof. Allow yourself to just be. I feel like you've put yourself in a particular shell, in a particular place where, you know, it's hard to really be your true self. Look how depressed she looks. But now when she's, you know, going to be transformed, she's going to be so happy. But it really feels like this is you, and you need to realize that you need to get up. You need to have fun. You're allowed to have fun, by the way. You're allowed to enjoy life. And one thing that's coming through is like, you know how people say there's no perfect job. You're always gonna eventually get bored of it, or, you know, there's always gonna be downsides. And, you know, I don't know. I remember people would tell me when I say I'm unhappy with it, they're like, oh, there's no perfect job. No, there's no perfect job, but I don't think we should suffer and be depressed just for what? For money? That's not worth it. Go and find what you want to do, and you'll see that, yeah, there are hardships. It's not easy for her to work in this bakery, to do it all herself. But in the end of the day, it's very fulfilling, it's very rewarding, and she loves it. So it's worth it. But is what you're doing right now worth it? And the same with relationships. This person, you might feel like, yeah, I love them. They really annoy me though, and they treat me badly, but there's no perfect relationship. Yeah, there's no perfect relationship, but should you stay in a place like that? And is the other person actually trying to grow and like helping you in some kind of way? Again, it's asking yourself all these things and figuring it out. But your family members, maybe who is sending you this message is family members, strongly. But your loved ones really, really want you to know that, you know, you can be more than you are right now, and you can be truly happy. Believe it and you will see it. Yeah, group 3, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye! Hello group 4, you guys picked the ring, and the card you got with it is the Fairy Queen. And by the way, this ring itself was left for me from my grandma, so maybe this messages also for me. Maybe this is my group, I mean. So, when you start believing in yourself, you'll find the power and wisdom within you to bring about desired change. Wow. Wowee. That is a powerful first message here we have with the Fairy Queen. So, really feel like we need to start embodying this energy of a queen, literally. Believe in ourselves. Know that we can do it. We can be whatever we want to be. If you want to create something, but you're thinking, oh, I don't think I'm good enough yet, or I'm not, this enough, or, people who do this should be like this, and I'm not, so I can't. That is a negative belief that needs to be completely removed from your mind, because it doesn't matter, even if you're not there yet, doesn't mean that you can't get there. And also sometimes you don't have to be like others to be what, I guess, similar to what they are. So just believe in yourself. You have a skill set that you do for a reason. So allow that skill set to bring you forward and to take you to the place you need to go to. I don't even know exactly what that means. So let's see if these cards will help me know more about what we're talking about here. So we have the Two of Cups, the Justice, the Empress. Oh, notice that we have the Queen, the Fairy Queen, and the Empress in the same reading. That's quite interesting. We have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I really feel like it's time to it's not just about believing in ourselves, but being in that queen mentality where we know that we are ruling our life and that we will never be in a place where we're starving, for example, or we're on the street. Kings and queens in the past, if they go somewhere, there would always be someone like a count or duke, whatever, who would offer them their house, and they would offer them their best rooms, and that was just normal. You go over there, you get some free food, you get some free stay, and that's it, just because you're the king or queen. So know that for you, life can work the same. You might not have, for example, the money that you need right now to create something that you want. Let's say you want to create, I don't know, a shop, or a restaurant. You don't have the money for it. Well, if you really want to do it, and if it's really something that you should be doing as well, that's for you, then the money will somehow come, or you'll meet someone who will sponsor you in some way, or you'll meet someone who will want to work together with you on this. So every time that we need something to create what we need to create, we will somehow get the means to do it. And it's the same with other things too. Oh my God. What came through now is that if you need to have a child in this life and somehow you've missed every opportunity to find the right person, then someone will come through. Someone will come and help you create this child. It just works like that. If you need to do something, you will receive what you need for it. And it doesn't, again, you don't necessarily need money to do these things. If you need food, you don't have to pay for it. Maybe you can work somewhere and they will give you food in exchange for your help and your service. We are very stuck in this way of thinking about money and how that's the only way to receive things, and that's the only way to be free. That's the only way to have things. But it's not always like that. It doesn't have to be, and it wasn't before money existed. They were trading other things. I give you a sheep, you give me some rice, for example. So we don't need to continue thinking about trading our energy and our efforts for money. It can be for something else. So the next time someone wants to give you money for your services, consider if maybe you could ask for something else that would help you more. I feel like that is also important because we are people who need to make changes here on the planet. So someone needs to start this off where we are not trading with money. How about we trade with something else? I give you this item, you give me that. So yeah. Let's talk about the other cards here. The Two of Cups and the Justice. There's an interesting two here, two. I feel like for some of you, this person who is sending you, or this spirit, I guess, of this loved one, is very strongly connected to you. Very, very, very strongly connected to you. And they're sending you through confidence right now. They're telling you, I love you so much, but you need to be more confident. You need to believe in yourself more. You need to see yourself as the most beautiful flower in the field. Flowers, they don't look at other flowers and how they look, and they don't get depressed about, oh, I'm not the prettiest flower. They're themselves, and that's what they are. And then if we go to the flowers and tell them, you're beautiful, we fill them with good energy. We tell them that they're beautiful. They recognize that they're beautiful, and they grow and become even more beautiful. So how about trying to tell yourself that more? You're beautiful, and seeing what you tell yourself. Are you telling yourself nice things, or are you telling yourself, I'm not really good at this, or making jokes about, I could be better, or things like that. Check yourself with what you say to yourself and start saying more kind words. Like, I'm really good at this, and understanding what you're here to do as well. Because you're here for a specific reason. You're here to turn the tides. That's what they're telling me. You're here to turn the tides, and you can't turn the tides if you're not confident, if you're not feeling like what you're doing is right as well. Not what you're doing is right, but what you're doing is good. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like for some of you, you need to assess if what you're doing is actually good, positive. But for some of you, you might be thinking, is it a good idea that I'm doing this? It feels right, but is it a good idea? I don't know. So don't question that. Know that you're doing what you're doing for a reason, and you're queen, you're an empress. You will get what you need. Just know that it will come. I also feel some distraction here with the Seven of Cups. It also feels like you have so many choices of what you could do and what you can get that sometimes it can be a bit confusing. So it really feels like tapping into your intuition and not trying to not being in the mindset of more is more, but trying to receive only the things that you need. Because once you're in that stage where you have so many things, that's the easiest way to fall into not having anything. When you have a lot, and a lot that you don't need, is when you can start having nothing. And you can see it in some people, they like buying things, so every time they get a paycheck, they start buying stuff, and then they're poor for the rest of the month. They're like, oh, I need to, I can't go outside with you because I don't have money. I spent it all on other stuff that I don't really need, but I spent it anyway. So being aware of what you're putting your energy and your money into as well. You have funds, you have energy, you have things that you are exchanging. Be aware of what you're getting in return or what you're taking, because sometimes we can take either too much or sometimes we can take something that we absolutely do not need and it's not even good for us. So be aware of that and ask yourself, do I really need this? Is it positive for me in my life right now? And let your intuition and your that subconscious or higher part of you tell you, your spirit, let your spirit tell you, answer that for you. I really feel like now is a time to balance out what you're giving, what you're receiving, and what you intend. So check all of those three. Are you giving more than you're receiving? Are you receiving more than you're giving? And again, are the things that you're receiving actually good for you? Are the things that you're giving actually good for you and for others? And is the intention there? And is it the same as the other things that have been acquired and given? It's a bit complicated, but it's also very simple. And once you get into it, it makes sense. Also the Two of Cups. I'm really being drawn to this one, and I don't fully know why. But there's a feeling of a lot of love here. I feel like part of it is seeing yourself and loving yourself. Going out on a date with yourself. And treating yourself in a nice way that will be positive to you. And I need to say this. I feel like they're telling me I need to say this. That be careful how you're treating yourself. Are you gonna go out and like them, have some things that might not be very healthy and not very good for your body? Or are you going to treat yourself in a way where you'll buy yourself something that is actually very nourishing and healthy? Or you'll buy yourself something that, like a spa trip that will really help you unwind, or just things that are positive to you. Because sometimes, we buy things that, again, we either don't need or don't affect us very positively. And it's hard to get away from the cravings. I mean, I have this deck that I love. It's beautiful, but all of the food here, I would not eat. Yeah, so again, check yourself. A queen, an empress, needs to look presentable. And she needs to be healthy so she can live a long life. And she needs to take care of herself and give herself actual love. Give yourself love so that the world can give you love back, because you are the world. We are all the world, and if we give love, then we will receive love. That's just natural. That's just how it works. We have dancing in light here. So I think this is like spirit, kind of like lights that people see. So sometimes you guys might even see like little flashing lights somewhere. And it's really interesting, but they say that sometimes they can be the spirit of passed on loved ones. So it's very on theme here that it's coming through. If you ever feel that or see that, it is definitely a sign that this loved one is coming through for you. I feel like their love for you is so strong. And it's so interesting. In the past groups, all the other groups, it felt like a group of beings or spirits that came through. Here, I'm sure that it's one. Literally just one that's so connected to you, loves you so much, and is really taking care of you right now. And with this card, of course, dancing in light, it's the message of it is turn on some music and start dancing. Have some fun. Yeah, the queen, the empress, she needs to have fun. She loves having fun. And you need to be content, not content, but you can't be anxious about what might happen in the future, for example, what you might have or not have in the future. You need to enjoy what you have right now. Enjoy the place that you're in right now and focus on right now and have fun right now. Have fun with, in the most simplest way, like just turning on some music and dancing. You can put on music from anything, from a TV, from a computer, from a phone. Even the really old smartphones, even the older phones, they could all play music. You don't need the newest phone to play music. I don't know why this is coming through, but if someone feels like, oh, maybe I should buy this really expensive thing, do you really need it? Or could you settle for a bit of a more cheaper version and then use some of that remaining money for something that will benefit you more? Not that phones don't benefit us, they are very useful. We can use them to connect with each other, which is very important, connect with the world. But again, most phones can do that. You're not alone. Physical connection, community, isolation. So if you're ever feeling alone, know that you're not. I really feel like this spirit is always there with you, always there for you. Whenever you're sad, whenever you're happy and dancing, they're dancing with you. Whenever you're sad, they're there patting your back and helping you. They're always there. They're always there and you're never alone. I really feel like they're like another part of you. They're a part of you in some kind of way. Like they're connected. You're connected. Your soulmates, or somehow have some kind of strong connection, and you're so similar in some type of way in your frequency. Like your souls have a very similar frequency, probably because you came either from the same soul family or you're literally like soulmates or twin flames, if you'd like to say that. But that's why they're there for you. And you may not have realized they're that to you while they were alive, but maybe you realized after, or maybe you're gonna realize now. Yeah, I feel like also what they want to say is like, it's time for you to find a community of the right people. It feels like you're a leader and you need to find the people who will help you and the people who will be around you, the people who you lead. We also have the cosmic rainbow. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. So have fun, joy. Look for happiness. Look for good things. Look for the highest possible version of yourself and version of anything. Any second we can shift to any timeline, and that is powerful. To know that you can be in any timeline you want. You can be in the lowest, or you can be in the highest. To know that, it makes you powerful. It makes you the queen. Makes you the empress. And to use it responsibly is what a good queen would do. So look for joy, look for happiness, look for the light, and look for what's for the highest good of all. Putting that in the intention, at the end of any intention, like for the highest good of all, or the start. For the highest good of all, I want to receive this. And I'd like to give this, for example. And look for joy. Again, joy, 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 joy. Happiness, happiness, happiness. Love, love, love. Love and acceptance here with hope. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Again, recognizing yourself in that person that you love. So everything that you admire in whoever it is. It might be people in your life, like that you know. And it might be people that you don't know, but that you've seen, on the TV, online. And you admire something in them so much. Like, oh, that person is so confident. I love that. I love them. there is a reason. It's because they're reflecting that part that is within you and wants to be unlocked. So see that you are also that. You are and can be and are confident too. Once you become that, you love yourself even more. Maybe you won't love that person as much anymore, or be looking at them so much, because you've already received what you needed from them, at least if it's a celebrity, let's say, or someone online. But your loved ones in real life, you'll love them even more. Find that love for yourself so that you can find the confidence. If you're not fully confident, then you're not fully loving yourself. Figure out why, and figure out what things you're choosing and keeping around you that are not helping you advance and become even lighter. We also have Messenger here, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. A lot about harmony and balance. So putting yourself in balance is going to be such an important thing now. You're someone who brings this to others, and if you are not balanced and in harmony, then you can't bring that to others. And I feel like all of you, you know that you came here to do this, and you want to do this. And if you're ever feeling like, I feel like I'm not doing what I should or not doing enough, it's because, well, because you know that I guess you can do more if you, for example, became more of what you're missing. And you're not really missing it, it's there, you're just not seeing it and letting it out. Again, the love, the confidence, the whatever that you want, it's there. You just need to let it out. You just need to be it. Be it. We also have Fairy and the Magic Bubble. Look into the magic bubble and see the wonders of love and empowerment that await you. So many good things await you, Group 4. All of you. And you need to see it. You need to believe it, and you need to make it happen. You don't need to make it happen. It will just happen naturally. But think good thoughts. Focus on positive things. Focus on good things, things that are good for you. And you will naturally just gravitate more and more towards things like that. This is a personal story, but I remember ever since I was young, I loved, I guess, junk food. I would eat so much junk food. I don't even want to say how much because it's embarrassing at this point. But it was a part of me, a part of my life. And I would always gravitate towards chocolate and chocolatey things. I love chocolate, but I noticed like a few months ago that I was looking at the shop. There was a few things there. One of the things was chocolate cake, and the other one right next to it, yeah, weird that it's right next to it, pineapple slices. So me and my boyfriend were looking at that, and I was looking at that pineapple, and I was thinking, oh, I really want that pineapple. And I didn't even notice the chocolate cake. And he kept looking at the chocolate cake, and I noticed that when he told me, and I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Like just a year ago, I would have been looking at that chocolate cake as well, and I would have been thinking, oh, I really want that, but I shouldn't. I really want it though, because it's probably gonna be really yummy. So yeah, things can change. You can change, your mindset can change. It takes some time. Just like with food, it takes time to switch to a healthier lifestyle, I guess. And with everything else, with people, the people that you surround yourself, to change to surrounding yourself with better people, healthier people for you, it takes time. It takes work for all of that. But you can do it. And it's just about, again, focusing on the positives for you. What is positive for you? What is good for you? Yeah. Anyway, after that interesting story, I think I'm gonna end it. Group 4, I hope that you enjoyed this. And I hope that you know, this was helpful in some type of way, and that you felt some of the love that was coming through from this spirit, whoever this is to you. And if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye!